If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
All right, joining me right now, just picked up arguably the biggest win of his career a little over a week ago at UFC Fight Night in Ottawa, defeating Cub Swanson. He looked great and is in line for something big, in my opinion. Shane Burgos is here. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for taking time to talk to me.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the big win. It was a big opportunity. It was a very established name. 10 days removed, being the historian and the student of the game as you are, what does that win mean to you?
Thank you, first of all. But yeah, it means a lot, dude. The guy's a legend. Everyone knows who Cub Swanson is, whether you're a hardcore fan or a casual fan. So having that name on my resume and on my record, having it say win, it means a lot.
You were able to do what you normally do in a fight. You were able to use your range, your size, your ability to move forward. You mix things up really well throughout the fight. Did everything go the way that you expected to with your camp and everything, or did Cub surprise you with anything along the way?
No, man, it went really smooth, and the camp went perfectly. I was in phenomenal shape, as you can see in the fight. I wasn't tired at all. So camp went great, and I only had about 5.5 weeks, so I really pushed the pace on it. Got my cardio and my conditioning right. But the fight itself, I visualized it 1,000 times, so it went almost perfectly. I'd say almost because I didn't get a finish, and I really wanted that finish. But other than that, I'm happy with the victory.
I thought the first round was a pretty close round, but I thought you won the second and third rounds for sure. Everyone on social media that I saw anyway, had scored the fight for you. And then the old reading of the judges' scorecards and the face you made will probably live to be a gif forever and ever. The expression said a lot, but what the hell was going through your mind when the 30-27 was read against you?
I heard that 1,000 times with my face. It's funny. A lot of people didn't tell me that. But my heart dropped immediately. So 30-27, so I'm like, yeah, all right. I see all 3 rounds for me, all right. And they said him, and I was like, all 3 rounds for him? I was like, maybe one. And I was like, all 3? What was that guy watching? But, yeah, my heart dropped. So I thought they were going to, I don't know if I can curse, but I thought they were going to screw me in Canada. I thought I was going to walk away as one of those. You've seen him where he got robbed. I thought that was going to happen to me for a second. So I got scared.
I know you said after the fight that you felt you won all 3 rounds. Have you gone back and watched the fight since it happened? Yeah. I mean, I had you winning the fight definitely. Second and third, in my opinion, were 100% yours. First round was a closer round, but after going back and watching, I still scored it for you. That's where I sat. I'm not a judge. Going back and watching it, what'd you think?
Exactly what you thought. I thought I won all 3 rounds. During the fight, I thought I definitely won 1 and 2. Watching it back, first one was close. I definitely won 2, and then third one, when I was in the fight, I thought I might have lost the round because he had my back, and I don't know how the judges are going to score that. But the 2 judges that gave it to me gave me that round for sure. And watching it back, I think I landed the better shots. I finished really strong. So, yeah, I had myself winning the third round too.
Did you and Cub chat at all in the back afterwards? Did he leave you with any words of wisdom at all?
No, I didn't see him. I didn't see him backstage at all, actually. So, no, I didn't get a chance to, but that would have been cool. Like I said, I'm a big fan of him, and I got nothing but respect for him, and I wish him the best in life and in the career. I hope he comes back, and I hope he goes on a tear after this.
That's obviously, like we talked about, it's a big win for you. That's going to put you in a good position for a big fight at 145 pounds. You said you had 5 weeks to really push yourself to get ready for this fight. When would you like to get back in there?
Sometime in maybe August, beginning August or to mid-August, sometime around there. Sounds good to me.
I know from talking to you in the past, you're not a huge call-out guy. You just want to fight. Doesn't matter who it is, and you don't care who it is. But, after a victory like that, things change a little bit. You move up the ladder. You become a little more synonymous with the fans and everything. Is there anyone that sticks out to you at all? Not from a personal level, but even just I want to fight this guy.
The division is stacked. There's no one in particular that really sticks out. Whatever's going to get me closer to the belt, and anybody in the top 15 is going to do that because the division is stacked. It's I think probably the most underrated division when it comes to how stacked and how juicy that division is. The top 15 is just a line of killers if you look at it. So to be in that mix with them, which I feel like I belong, it's an honor. So nobody's really that sticks out. Whoever's going to be fun for me, whoever's going to be fun for the fans.
We saw, speaking of how, stacked that division is right now, and it's really getting interesting, getting you back up there. Cater should be back pretty soon. And we saw what Alex Volkanovski's done, picked up a huge win over Jose Aldo over the weekend. We found out that Max Holloway's going to fight Frankie Edgar in Edmonton this summer. And a lot of people are up in arms about that. I have no issue with it at all. It's a fight I've wanted to see for a long time as a fan. And I'm not saying Volkanovski shouldn't fight for the belt, because he absolutely should. And his next fight should be for the belt. Now, obviously, he's dealing with some health issues. He's been hospitalized. So it all still sort of works out at this point to give Volkanovski some time to recover. But do you think fans should be upset with this booking of Holloway and Edgar?
No, man, you hit the nail on the head perfectly. You said it perfectly, honestly. Like, in the meantime, Frankie and Holloway can fight in July. I don't think Volkanovski will be ready by then anyway. So then by the time he comes back, he can fight on that card with Adesanya and Whitaker. So I think that works out perfectly. He gets the winner of them. He's earned it. He's 7-0. So, and he just beat Aldo in a 3-round fight, which Aldo, I don't think he's ever lost a 3-round fight. So gotta give him his respect for that. So yeah, like you said it perfectly. Let these two guys fight, and then Volkanovski can get the winner in October.
Yeah, put them in Australia with the Adesanya Whitaker fight. It's gonna be a massive event.
Why not, right?
Here we go. We should be booking this all, Shane.
A lot easier than fighting.
I had actually, right after the fight, we were supposed to do this a couple different times, but schedules kind of got in the way. But heading into the first time we were about to do this, I had seen a tweet that was sent to you like the night before we were originally scheduled to talk. Very nice young man, very excited, a big fan of yours at Monroe Woodbury High School. You responded that you would be heading there the next day. You said, see you tomorrow. Did you get to meet that young man and go to the school, and how was that experience overall?
Yeah, it was cool. It was a Special Olympics basketball game. It was cool. My brother's teacher set it up, and she asked if I could come in. And it was like 2 days after the fight, and I was like, yeah, 100%. And they sent that video. And I was like, all right, now I'm definitely going. And I met the kid, and I gave him I signed one of my UFC walkout hats, and I gave it to him. He loved it. He went crazy for it. So that was a cool experience.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like awkward doing those things. I don't feel like I'm not anyone special. I'm not anyone cool. So if people wanting to meet me, it humbles me. Like, me? You want to meet me? Why do you want to meet me? Like, so it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Did you meet a lot of different kids and get a chance to talk to them?
I took pictures of both teams, the Monroe Woodbury team and the other school's team. So that was cool.
What did you take away from that experience? Obviously, it was really cool and kind of inspirational for you, and it said you humbled you a little bit. But you know, what did you take away from going there, visiting all those kids? Like, what were some things you learned about yourself and learned about them along the way?
It was, like I said, it was humbling. It made me feel like, I mean, if you think I'm special and I can make you happy in some way, shape, or form just by meeting you, then I would like to do that a lot more, honestly. So if there's any other one that wants to reach out to do that, I'm 100% down for that. It was awesome.
That's great stuff, man. So you're thinking an August return at this point. Obviously, Jimmy's getting ready for a big fight. Your team's always busy. You always got guys preparing for a fight.
Saturday. Julio Arce and Mike Trezano fighting this Saturday in Rochester.
That's right. Are you going to be there for that?
I'm not going to be there for that one, but I'm going to have a bunch of people come over to my house for that. I'm going to have a big fight party.
You do want to check out the rolling hills and sprawling landscapes of Rochester, New York?
I've never been, though. I mean, I live in New York, but I've never been to Rochester, so I can't really speak about it.
Yeah, that's out there, man. That's
yeah,
a hike.
It's about $5 for me, so. But I drove to Buffalo, so.
Oh, that's true. But you were fighting in that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I had no choice.
Yeah, no choice for that one. But Shane, congrats on the win, man. That's a huge win. It's a statement win for you. You went out there, you did your thing. You're set up in a really good spot right now, and really happy for you. So before we get out of here, let the folks know where to find and follow you on the web, social media, shout out sponsors, all that good stuff. Plug away.
Shout out to my team Tiger Shulman's, Believe Elite Athletic Training. All my supporters, my friends, my family, my teammates, my sponsors, NutriBio, Eat Clean Bro, Turp House, Counter Strike, all my sponsors, all my friends, all my fans, all my supporters. You guys can reach me on Twitter at Hurricane Shane B and on Instagram at Hurricane Shane _. And thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
I might as well ask you one more because you're the analytical guy. You break this thing down. Kevin Lee, Rafael dos Anjos, who do you got?
It's a fun fight. I'm a big Kevin Lee fan. I'm a big RDA fan too, but I feel like RDA hasn't been looking so good the last couple of fights, but I feel like RDA might be a bad matchup for Kevin Lee, so I'm leaning a little bit towards RDA in this fight, maybe like 60-40, maybe 55-45. I'm gonna pick RDA, but I'm rooting for Kevin Lee.
There you go. See, that's a perfect broadcast approach right there. Like you're being unbiased, but
100%. You always do that.
You put your fan hat on a little bit, so. But I appreciate that, Shane. Thanks for the time, man. All the best to you. We look forward to seeing you back in there.
Have a go, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.